Hi, I'm Dr. Jed Diamond, and welcome to this series of videos. Each one is going to be packed with relationship-changing ideas that you can put into action right away so you can have real, lasting love and a truly enlightened relationship. Working with couples has been a passion of mine for more than 40 years. Whether you're in a good relationship but you'd like it to be great, in a relationship that is in trouble, or you're single and want to find your soul partner, I invite you to take a few minutes to hear what I have to say. And if at all possible, I recommend eliminating the distractions we all have. Turn off your text, your bings, your pings, and tweets, and stay right here with me. The information I have to share is worth your time and attention. Today, you're going to learn why too many relationships start out good, but get off track. Why our attempts to make things better often make things worse. The three myths that undermine our happiness, and how you can keep your relationship alive and well, even during times of stress and change. You'll learn about the 5 transformative stages of relationships, and why too many relationships end at stage 3. Finally, I'll share the one secret that can protect your relationship now and forever. During my many years as a marriage and family counselor, I've helped more than 25,000 couples. I've written 14 books which have been translated into 17 foreign languages. I've been in the national media sharing my insights, including a PBS special. But I know all too well that even being a therapist doesn't guarantee you know how to have a great and happy marriage. For the first 15 years, I counseled people about all the things I knew should work, but I couldn't seem to apply them in my own life. My first marriage ended after 10 years. My second one lasted less than 5. I really felt like a fraud as a therapist and a failure as a man. I took a break from therapy and started over to learn what really worked. I found the answers that set me on a new path. I met my current wife, Carlin, and we've been together now for 36 wonderful years. We've continued to grow closer over the years, and we both know what doesn't work from our previous relationships, and we've learned what does work. The most important thing we learned is that there are 5 stages to relationships, not just 2, and that most relationships end because we don't understand stage 3. This doesn't have to happen to you. We all know stage 1, falling in love, and remember that wonderful feeling of crazy, heart-throbbing, head over heels, only have eyes for you period. Stage 1 doesn't last forever, of course, but we move into stage 2, becoming a couple and making a life together. We put down roots, we create a family, and here's the first big myth. We believe that if we've chosen the right one, everything will work fine and we'll live happily ever after. So if we're not happy, it must mean we chose the wrong person. But here's the thing. In all relationships, over time, things start to get stressful. Our lives become busy, and we don't nourish our relationships like they need to be nourished. There may be more disagreements, more separation and distance. We often end up feeling more withdrawn or into our own world. Sound familiar? There may be beautiful times too, and we wonder if the bad times were just an aberration, but often things continue to go downhill. Our level of joy and happiness decreases, and our irritations towards our partner goes up. We often try to make things better by trying to change our partner. If only they would give us what we need, we tell ourselves, things would get back on track. That's myth number 2. Thinking we can fix the relationship by fixing our partner, but trying to change them just creates more conflict. Eventually, we either leave the relationship or settle for an unhappy partnership that has lost its passion, its comfort and joy. If we leave, we lick our wounds, we feel glad to be free, but eventually start over with someone new. But here's the third myth. We tell ourselves that things will be better the next time around, but usually they aren't. They start off great, we fall in love, love deepens, and then the dissatisfaction set in once again. It's happened to many of us. Now, the doctor in me likes facts. Here are a few that should give you pause to reflect. We know that 50% of first marriages end in divorce, but the odds get even worse when we try again. More often than not, we jump out of the frying pan into the fire. 66% of second marriages end in divorce. And listen to this, a whopping 73% of third marriages end that way. Carlin and I beat the odds because we recognize that stage 3, what I call incompatibility and disillusionment, were not indicators that we picked the wrong partner, that the marriage was wrong, but that we were ready to go deeper. We learned that the real purpose of stage 3 is to get real with each other, to heal the wounds we all carry from childhood. I'll give you tools for dealing with stage 3 in the next video, but the secret here is to resist the temptation to bail out or close down. We need to dig in and go deeper. If you do, you'll be able to move into stage 4, what I call real lasting love. And here's something that's surprising and wonderful. New studies by my colleague Helen Fisher show that couples in long-term marriages can actually fall in love again. In fact, the brain circuitry of couples that have been together in long-term relationships are the same as couples who are newly falling in love, except for 2 factors. One is there's less anxiety, and secondly, there's less fear. So how about that? We can have that falling in love feeling at this stage without the anxieties and fears that we've had early on. If that wasn't wonderful enough, there's a 5th stage, finding your calling as a couple, where we can use the power of 2 to extend the love we have for each other to make a real difference in the world. And there's so many things that the world needs. It needs love, and couples can provide a support and do things in the world that can make it a better place. Love and relationships are a lot more complicated than we ever thought, but also way more wonderful. Once we understand the 5 stages and learn to navigate them effectively, our love lives get really, really good. I'll be back in a few days with the next video in the series. I want to honor you for watching this and acknowledging that you still have more to discover. We all know we want a great relationship. We just don't always know how to get there. Now, I'll admit I'm biased. I've seen the pain that bad relationships can cause, and I've experienced the beauty of a great relationship that continues to grow deeper and more joyful through the years. I'll be sharing more in upcoming videos and appreciate your taking time to watch and listen. At the bottom of the video, you can share your own concerns and ask questions that you want answered. I'd really love to hear from you. Use the comment section below this video to tell me about your own experiences. What are the challenges that you've faced? When you hit the times of disillusionment and incompatibility, how did you handle things? How did you deal with them? What I've learned is that sharing our own experiences are something that can really help everybody. This is Dr. Jed Diamond wishing you more love, light, and passion in your life.